Hello, hello, hello. Good Sunday evening. Well, weird time for us to be streaming. Weird time for us to be playing games in general, but we found ourselves with the night free. Old Lady Rose is not at the home. We could be out, we could be cheating on our fiance, but instead, we're playing a JRPG. We're playing a freaking JRPG, dude. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Quite honestly, I couldn't think of anything better to do on a Sunday night than fucking finish this game. So that's what we're gonna do. That's all we're gonna do today. I don't know if this is gonna take 20 minutes or 2 hours, but that's pretty much it. Guys, welcome. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys all had a great week so far. Sorry I missed the races yesterday, but I'm here to try to make up for it a little bit. Going in this cave, supposedly the prince is in here.
I'm a little worried.
I need to get to the prince as quickly as I can. The prince is in the prayer room on the lower level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves. If I remember correctly, last time they said the prince is dead, I think. This voice. It's nearly time, huh? That's stick drift right there. Who are these people?
Hey, you!
Are you associated with the group that's been sheltering the prince? It's all because of them that another calamity has befallen us. What are they talking about? Now that I get a closer look at you, are you Elda? I'd heard that the prince was the only Elda within the resistance.
Pardon?
Hold on, did you really come here from outside the sanctum? What's going on? No, that can't be. Are you truly Elda? I am.
You must hurry.
I am. I'm running. Going as fast as we can.
Has come.
These resistance members can keep on sacrificing themselves for all I care. It's not my problem. I guess I came out sounding a little cold. I suppose I can help carry the bodies away. There's too many for that old Yujif to handle all on his own. There's many dead, huh? Can't go in any of these doors?
What?
Right past this door airs the living quarters. Lady Grude made it strictly clear that it's not to be opened under any circumstances. You heard me. Hurry along now.
All was for this day.
This whole entire playthrough was for this day.
Time.
Gallica, is that really you? I was wondering where you had gone off to. Well, thank goodness you're safe. How are the others? The others, they're fine. It was just a bunch of people who died. More importantly, Gallica, we have to go gather petals from that flower patch in the forest. What?
Sure.
Oh, maybe later. Okay, I'm still on a mission, so now really isn't the time to. You've changed, Gallica. You're even starting to talk like one of them. So weird.
What?
Huh? You're trying to be a person? You're strange now. That's what happens to old friends. Everybody changes, you know?
Hello there.
The prayer room is located further in. At the moment, it's being used to mourn those who are no longer with us. I pray you don't cause a disturbance. I don't plan to.
What
Can I
now?
save down here? Let's see what's... I wonder what this final battle is going to be like. The prince is just ahead. Are you ready? I think we are. Not yet. What kind of items do we couldn't use any of that? Everybody's all specced out. We got our party set. I think we are ready. Interesting. Okay, it looks like there's a shop in here. The people who brought the prince to this village called themselves simply the Resistance. They feared a name would spread word of their existence. Their numbers have gradually dwindled, and after today's tragedy, Russell is all who remains. Hardly a resistance now. They don't consider us part of the resistance? The truth is, during the attack, I crossed paths with the assailant. He walked right past me on the stairs outside. At the time, the only thing that struck me was his unusual garb. Otherwise, he walked by so casually, it seemed nothing was amiss. It was only afterwards that I found out that he had just massacred all those people. I tremble even now just thinking about it.
Hello?
Beyond the store is the place the organization has been using as a hideout, or should I say it was beyond the store. Other than the elderly Russell, the rest of them are... Perhaps we brought this on ourselves, but still, it's also dreadful. Can I go in here? Numerous coffins are laid out in hastily arranged rows. I hope people don't blame the resistance for the attack on the village. We were all fighting for the same purpose. This many people all at once. Just who is this assassin? There are a couple doors that we can go into.
Huh?
What, is that you, Gallica? You're okay. You left in such a hurry. I was worried.
Well,
Sorry about that. I've been out traveling, actually. I've got this really important mission. Oh, wow. It must be pretty hard. I could tell just by looking at you. And I could tell you've changed a lot, too. You're totally different. Is it because of this person you're with? Haha, you two are just like the king and the fairy of legend. Legend? Yep, a long time ago there was a man who traveled all across the world and he had a fairy with him, just like you two. One day that traveler became a mighty king and his fairy companion became as wise and knowledgeable as a person, so everyone called her queen. More of a respect thing. That's the legend, pretty similar to you guys, huh? Queen, huh? But wait, what did the fairy do after the journey ended? Did she stay by the king's side? Who knows, I don't even know if the story's true or not, but if she did stay, I think that'd be lovely. The slab is engraved with a number of names. I believe these are the names of all the resistant members who have lost their lives so far.
yes.
This name at the very bottom, Arvid Alsis, that was Grease's real name, right? I'm sorry, Grease, if only we could have gotten to you a little sooner. Yes, I agree.
Oh!
Me? No, I'm not part of the resistance. I just help out on my own time. I take it you saw the coffins outside. Old man Russell is on his own now. Ever since I was a kid, the old man's been teaching me much about the outside world. The adults all speak ill of the resistance, but the younger folk around here are all genuinely grateful to them. What is this? Oh, this is where the prince was sleeping. When I looked into the far side mirror, I saw the prince lying upon that very bed. Damn, we're like actually here. Locked. Locked, hasn't been opened. Whatever. Huh, Gallica, is that you? Wow, long time no see. Oh wow, Gallica, the funniest stuff happened while you were gone. Your friend totally fell into a pond and it was hilarious, and then get this. Hey, are you busy or something? You look tired. We should talk more later though, okay? Oh right, your friend is further in. I think you're late. All the fairies are like living in La La Land. Aha, you're all from the outside, aren't you? Hey, mind telling me what's going on right now? Nobody will tell me anything. They all just say don't leave the house. I know the fires were scary, but it's all too much to be holed up like this. I, for one, have no intention of spending my life running between caves and forests. Let's go around the outside.
Oh, it's you!
Beyond here lies the altar of secret history. The sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and world. Kindly refrain from making any loud noises lest you startle the fairies. Let's not go in there yet.
Come off it.
I've heard that the Elder are considered a sullied tribe to the outside world. Perhaps that's reflected in the current state of affairs. That child is royalty, yet his life has been defined by tragedy beyond anything that I have experienced. To think that there are those who would see such a child as no more than prey to be slain, to look upon a mere boy such as he and revile him, their souls are truly cursed. I agree. None of these fairies want to talk. Russell, we talked. Here's a you chief. Russell, the prince's... Oh, Highness, for you to forfeit your life in order to save ours, it can only mean that we have truly failed you. There can be no atonement, no penance to match the magnitude of our failure. Shit. Wow, this man-child woke up after such a long nap and then went right back to sleep. You got it wrong, he's not sleeping. Why do you look so sad? In fact, why is everyone so sad? Just play for a little bit and you'll cheer right up. When this person wakes up, we should play together. I guess fairies are like little kids, or...
This way.
Prince. My brother.
Your Highness.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child.
Who the hell's this?
Gallica, you've returned.
Milady Gruiday.
Gruiday.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruiday.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes.
It's gonna have something to do with us. We're gonna like combine with him or
Even if the boy
something.
is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl, but she doesn't have a lot to say. Boom,
Do
boom,
you know
boom, boom.
nothing of the child's mother?
Nothing. We don't know anything.
The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. And it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... No, it can't be. And yet...
Watch, we're gonna be like his half-brother or something.
Is something amiss, Milady Gruiday? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
I'm gonna predict that we're related.
Oh, what's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
I hear that voice again coming from somewhere.
Are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew. I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return.
Mom?
Know this, his life is not yet ended.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
I look now to the past. I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
Yes.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike.
Well, now they hate us.
Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
Was it all a mistake? No, it was all for victory.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince...
He is no longer with us.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
I was gonna say, that's not true.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on. He's not dead. I mean, he's not dead. I mean, it looks like he's dead. His will lives on. It's definitely not over. What am I feeling? He's not dead. His will lives on.
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive.
Inside of me, watch.
So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
Who are you? I'm the prince's
I'm
friend.
the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear your mind and think. To name but a few, thy parents, memories of thy youth. Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent?
No, we don't.
Yes, thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I don't have a past.
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing.
What is this? What are you trying to tell me? What is she trying to say?
Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day, to share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
Do you mean...
The trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. But if they known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people have stood by me, believed in me? And the same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced.
It's getting existential.
If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
I see my true
So I
identity.
bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
Who are you? I'm the prince. I kind of suspected that already. Yeah, I refuse to know.
I am the prince.
This shit's getting, like, confusing now.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
Looks like I'm on acid.
Ah, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world.
I was literally gonna say, like, does, like, some pure desire, like, manifested a physical form of myself? It did. Look at him. I'm his imaginary
In
friend.
his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy.
No, I'm just a fucking
That is
fantasy.
thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be.
I'm his wet
ideal.
dream. I'm not even real. I'm not even real. I'm just this kid's fantasy.
It all began with the novel in thy possession.
My whole life is a lie.
Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form.
No,
The form of an elder, as I once was.
that's bullshit. I should have clicked I refuse to know. Man, I'm not even real. I'm an idea.
The time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
Yo, Pedro, dream. Yeah, I'm his wet dream. I'm glad your chats came through today, Pedro. I realized in the race that your chat, I don't think came through on the thing for some reason. Look at me. My fucking hair is white now. Unbelievable.
What? What is this?
Why is it in every JRPG, like at the end, basically your hair turns white? Or some different cut, in this case, a weird teal.
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance.
I'm nobody.
The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance. The boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose.
Who's talking to us? Is that God or like I
memory
don't?
so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to.
Must be the lady. It's that whatever her name was.
Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No. But I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved, and so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
How do we make sense of this?
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I don't know. Fine, I guess. Fuck was that? We just dab?
I feel fine, I think.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself. But I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is,
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
I feel like that's kind of a bullshit excuse for our existence.
That's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself. A part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh.
Yeah, so I guess we don't need to fight Luis then.
Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Dracodios.
a mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along?
I kind of had a feeling right when they were like, oh, you should pretend to be the prince. I was like, I feel like we might actually be the prince.
This is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince?
Yeah.
Please, forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more. Despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
You've always been an ally.
Actually, you've been there for me this whole time.
My accent changed too. What the hell?
He's right, you know. If we'd not met you, we'd certainly never have made it this far.
Why was my voice so... Why was my voice so weird earlier?
I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
Same way as always.
Captain. Same as always.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
But this is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
Well, that is, I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
Okay, we've merged bodies.
Beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall,
Hold on one second,
he
guys.
could
I heard a
not
really
even
weird
open
noise
his
outside.
eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey.
So just making sure no one's trying to break into my house. If you're long in this cursed straw, open his eyes, may as well have been a corpse, blah, 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 blah.
It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
The prince's fantasy was he was so obsessed with his fantasy that he created a physical manifestation of it that he then combined with in his death.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember, I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
Lady Fate? A guiding voice?
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened, right? I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together.
Sure.
I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruidae mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
Sort of. I mean, I don't know. No, I don't know.
I have no idea. Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place.
Someone's been watching
You
us,
have come
huh?
to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruidae, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Shit, man, I feel like there's about to be a fucking huge info dump. I feel it coming. I could turn that on now. Yeah, I feel a huge info dump coming now. Are we gonna fight Luis too? We better. I want to kick this dude's ass. How could this be? It's just truly a miracle. Lady, Gruidae mentioned she'd caught wind of some manner of revelation. Could this be the late queen's...
Now what am I to do?
Quite a state our village is in right now. If there's anything you need, now's the time. Sure. Can I sell? No, I don't got really nothing to sell. Sage pills. 50% to all allies. Miracle medicine. We have a lot of... $400 HP. What? Let's just buy a couple of those just in case.
Hello?
Stocking rarities from outside the village is my job. Isolation is not. We're far from the self-sufficient without the outside world. Self-isolation or not. We do have some understanding of the goings-on out there. Old Russell listens very intently to whatever I report. Cool. Cool. Just say it one more time after buying that. Okie dokie, okie dokie, ba 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 da ba ba doo. The Altar of Secret History. Yeah, I feel like this is about to be a giant info dump. What did that say? Dozing Fairy? Oh, it's you, Gallica. Yeah, a long time no see. I'm so happy you're safe. A long time? Has it really been so long? Oh, I suppose you're right.
Wow.
Guess you didn't miss me much. It's been several months, you know? Several months? Oh my, Gallica's keeping track of time now, is she? Huh? What do you mean? A day, a month, a year? That's people talk. What does time matter to a fairy? You're almost like them. But I guess that's kind of cool. Damn. The fairies don't like us? Fucking fairy, bro. Oh wow, it's Gallica. I don't know why, but I'm so happy right now. Come on, Gallica, let's play. What should we do? What should we play? I'm sorry, but I can't play right now. Another time, okay? What do you mean can't? Are you really Gallica? Whatever, though. When you can play, I'll be around. All the fairies just want to play.
Does this depict the Elder tribe?
Elder comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words...
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
War.
A war.
Boom.
One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla.
It's always war.
Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on?
What do we think? Religion.
They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes? We, the Elder, the survivors of the old world.
That's why we're the only ones that look normal.
Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince, that is to say, I am a scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief. Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
Propaganda.
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
Well, they don't like the Elder either.
So, The old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the Church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed, but its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, Thurtman Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
Get a new skill or something? What's going on? We're floating.
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There's weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
But I'm a fantasy, though. But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. What do we get? Damn! That looked pretty sick. His Majesty studied the Prince archetype. Okay. Interesting. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the Prince. If no one understands me right away, I accept that there will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come. That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end, no matter what.
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you, even if it is scary.
Oh, it's gonna be scary, girl.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger.
Hell yeah, definitely 100% true.
There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
Counting on you.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Oh, interesting.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Everything.
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control.
Okay.
That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer. And thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Yeah, what does she mean by
Magla
that?
is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel.
The hell?
But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts.
So the more anxious you are, the more magic you're gonna produce, huh? I don't know if that's how it works anymore.
Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests. With the world embroiled in chaos, these outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals. The beasts driven feral.
Okay.
The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next.
It's kind of... Atlas games are kind of like... A lot of them are the same, at least like Persona 5, Persona 3, and then now this. At the end of the game, all have a very similar, like, message at the end. It's like all, like, the collective consciousness, basically. And I wonder if this is like a Japanese thing, too, being a more, like, collective society. But, like, it's all, everybody's, like, collective consciousness manifests the main, like, evil in the game.
He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster.
Damn, so that means he has a whole, like, army, basically, of people that don't even know at his ready.
Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome. What do you wish to know?
And then, yeah, let's learn about Luis, too.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts, they're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, There was one by the name of Caradrius.
Caradrius,
A
that's
family
his
of
shit.
doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait, what about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge.
Suppose.
Even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
Uh-oh.
That's him, the malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Let's fucking Zorba. Oh, let's go fucking bash his fucking skull in, dude. Come on. By their very nature, fairies are magical beings who can recalibrate the density of their macula particles at will. Why are we having a casual conversation? We need to really be sprinting here. Go, 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 go. Russell, is everyone safe? We've had no casualties, however. We were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against them.
No.
There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the Resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the Prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. We'll try.
Ready?
We need to hurry after your attack. Are you ready? Yeah, let's go. There's the bastard.
Stop! You. Zorba.
So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
Let's beat it. Let's beat his
I
ass.
suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What did you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
1 second, guys. I am getting a phone call. I'm muting the mic, but I'm still going to be here.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory.
Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes. All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Is there another way? Lend me your strength! Not this. Come forth, royal soul! I'll cut through!
Cleric! This doesn't. I'll use what I must. Fortifying.
I knew you'd help.
I'm obliged.
I owe you one. Who should I beat down first?
All right!
Don't be scared.
General! A raging magic! Is that all?
I'm all prepared. No, this won't work.
Freeze!
Better be sure. We'll do this together!
Please allow me.
Freeze!
My allies need help. This should suffice.
Thank you.
Thanks. You better be ready.
Burn!
You!
They're seizing their chance while Hulkenberg's anxious.
Really training. Let justice prevail. This won't do. General! Behold, we stand together! Nope, not this. With blade in hand! Take this!
I won't hold back! Let's set it up! Not this. Vitus power. Hold on. Freeze! The blade's edge!
You think yourself equal, power of kings? Fortify.
I'm obliged.
I owe you one.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing! How's this?
More apples? Quick, knock them off again!
Let justice prevail! You can do this!
Oh, mystic fire! Still standing, I see.
Let's stay calm. Lend me your strength! No. Drink! Is there another way? Let's set it up!
Tis yours.
Scour!
My allies need... On me, we go together. I'll use what I must. There's a... Witness our secret technique! I'm cleric! How's this?
Thanks.
Thank you.
That helped us out. You better be ready.
Get wrecked!
My bad.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again!
General, join with me! With blade in hand! Oh, shards of ice!
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness!
We'll do this together!
Forward!
Ice!
You hit their weakness! That's
My
your opening,
allies
Captain!
face me! This should suffice.
Trust me.
I owe you one. Okay.
Follow my lead!
Something else?
Here I go! Don't be scared! I let justice prevail! Freeze!
It's regenerating the headwind! Here comes another round of wind attacks!
Alright guys, we're back. What is going on here? Let's hit him. Let's hit him with the wind right now first.
Wind! Let's push through!
Let us clean up this mess. On me, we go together. I'll use what I must. Some darker arts.
I'm right. Let's make
Didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to.
I love this.
How much shit do we have over extreme physical?
Tell what.
Come here!
Heavy physical. Only two things.
Got a stake.
Follow my lead!
One enemy, one enemy, one enemy.
Never mind.
All right!
8. Just fucking. Oh no. Let's just hit him with this fire, I
Observe
guess.
the comrades! Lend me your strength!
Let's get him good here. This should do some pretty good damage.
Pokenberg got them right in their weak
Let's work
spot.
together.
Tis
Hit him with the wind again.
Scour!
You hit their weakness. That's your opening, Captain. More apples? Quick, knock them off again. Legs are back to normal. Ugh, we don't just taken them out.
What is he gonna do? Heal?
Healed.
Fucking bastard.
Do something about those apples. That's all.
Now we've done it!
Got tickled.
Let me
Don't worry,
handle
we're
those
chilling.
apples.
Do it. Yeah, do it. Yeah,
All
do
right,
it.
leave it to me.
Please. Fuck yeah.
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Hidden arm! Cleric!
Just make sure our defense is up.
Thank you.
Thanks. Oh, awesome souls, do your thing.
Think we should war cry again. Make sure his shit stays down.
I stand. Behold, we stand together. Freeze. Worthy foe after all.
We'll do this together. I'll cut through.
It's still up.
Nice. Chilling, everybody's chilling. I think we're looking good on this turn right here. I think we might be able to get him.
Cleric!
Like, let's heal everybody up a little bit.
That helped. I'm obliged.
That helped us out.
Stay insane in a...
You better be ready.
24, 52. Let's hit him with the...
Nah. You
Let's
could take
skip
them.
with
Observe the
him.
enemy.
Let's skip with Basilio. Let's...
Let us fight as one.
Let my power support you.
This should do
Oh,
good right
swords of
here.
ice.
Pokenberg got them right
Let's
in their
take
weak
I'm all
spot.
prepared.
Nice, baby. Come on.
Strike true.
Wind!
You hit their weakness.
Almost.
That's your opening, Captain.
Rancor! Commendable bearing.
More apples? Quick,
Goddamn.
knock them off again.
We're so close.
Here I go.
You know what? We should just fucking... Let's go all out this turn.
Withstood that, eh?
Is every general? Freeze. Still standing, I see.
Let's work together.
Show them our might.
Scour!
You hit their weakness.
Fuck, we're so
That's your
close.
opening, Captain.
All power of kings. This should work.
Thanks.
Come here!
medium physical, medium physical. Fucking come on, man. I don't. Oh, fuck, we got him. Nice, nice, nice.
Not bad, eh?
I'll strive for greater heights.
The
Got his
bastard got
ass.
away.
Oh, shit, he got away?
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible. But don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. Will not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that, but if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
Let us fight together.
Fighting together.
Yes. By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Hope you'll sing a victory
Looking forward
song.
to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself.
I understand.
The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Thank you for
Thank
everything.
you.
Let's be respectful.
For everything.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose.
I feel like they've been saying that for like the past couple streams. The final battle lies ahead.
Before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
Let's do it.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, Those are all real.
Definitely real.
Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Likewise.
Likewise. I'm glad to be your ally.
Yep. Though, I guess our toughest challenge is next.
Having overcome her trial, I can sense newfound conviction from Gallica as both an ally and a friend.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us,
Study
and I'm gonna lead the way.
Elemental Master and Warlock, okay. During squad battles, you may gain extra turn icons, okay. Damn. Can now study Elemental Master and Warlock.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of music that Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the chiefess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is the legacy of my parents, the late king of Uchronia and the queen of the Elden Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world. Let's read it together. The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village. That little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality. And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing the novel and our ideals with Gallic, I close my eyes. Shit, what does Moore want? Academia, it seems that I've been summoned by Moore in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
Death.
The foremost fate? I'm not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to. And once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler.
A god amongst the men.
Not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed, 'tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal.
Yes, let's go. Let's do it. Final ordeal.
Take thy place at the final proving of the ascension of kings.
My consciousness faded away and I was sent back to my sleep. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Elden Sanctum?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Look, it's us now.
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? That always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
Last mission, boys. Stand strong.
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in my eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
I want to protect this country and its people.
There you go.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Yeah. Where are we going to? Grand Trad, yes.
This place here.
Let's move.
We'll stop Luis this time for sure. Let's freaking go. I doubt all in Grand Trad will give us a warm reception still. Should we choose not to fight, then Luis's victims only pile higher. Easy to say will help anyone, but doing it's a whole nother thing. All the more reason we gotta prove we're serious by putting our lives on the line. We'll lead by example. Besides, it won't be the first time we've crawled our way up from the bottom. Here we go. Here it comes.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found. I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general.
The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
He's saying everything that everybody wants to hear.
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Shit, man, he looks intense.
Let us depart.
He looks ready to fight too.
Your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death. Yet, it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Wonder why the
Lord
prince is his
Luis,
nemesis.
What is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah,
That's what I'm wondering.
I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Shit, it's all about to go down.
Come on, any takers? Any
They're
bets
fucking
for the other
betting on our...
candidates? Remember, if Luis
They're betting
loses,
on our
a silver
shit.
coin could turn into mountains of Reef.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh no, of course not. I'm just saying.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
A sanctus bigwig gambling away his tithes? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You saying Count Luis lied to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another?
He's making them.
Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
He's riling the public.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Fuck, dude. About to see an epic battle.
Ah, the royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god?
Yeah, how is he? Is he a ghost
your
or?
face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou wert elder.
He's fucking elder. Yeah, he is from the
village.
village.
You're not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
That's why he's doing all of this? Is he's a fucking disgruntled elder?
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else.
He's just gonna take it?
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Tran. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky? Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns! Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored!
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why didn't His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Luis said! You'll not fool us again, beast!
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a parapus like you, and you spit on him! Scum! Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince!
Lady Juna, I can't believe this! I admired you! Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
I don't intend on dying with anyone.
Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame!
Everyone's just talking shit on us.
Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
How dare you strike out at him?
They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi! Over here! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run! Now!
Now. Fucking so much dialogue, dude. It's getting really fucking, like, dialogue heavy.
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone, and oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I had my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Okay, let's go. What are we gonna do at the inn? I thought we were just gonna meet up and fight Luis. What the fuck is going on? Nurse is heading back to the Gauntlet Runner. Seems like the city's calmed down, at least a tiny bit. They'd have a hard time wrecking our Gauntlet Runner, but we should still shouldn't chance it. We should make our way over to the Hush Honeybee. Everyone else has already gone ahead. Okay.
What now?
Fucking Hushed Honeybee.
All right, then.
Luis rightfully ought to
All right,
be here.
Now's the age of power. It is time for the righteous to serve up reckoning. This dead man is only the beginning. Those accursed nobles hoarding the money that's rightfully ours. Their very existence is a sin. Drag every last one of them here, I say. Yeah, kill all the nobles. Nothing left to say. Poxy swine. That is what you get for selling out your own tribesfolk. People have completely lost their mind. Even with the city in such a state, this man refuses to budge. I feel like I've seen more and more like him too. Ugh. What a mess, to be honest. I half understand how he feels. The town's in complete chaos. Sometimes even I just want to give up on everything. Every bloke on the block's gone crazy. Is this Luis's fault or is it yours? No, it doesn't matter. People are fighting each other on their own. Total rubbish, a lot of them. Fighting in a city that's poor enough as it is, stealing from each other. What's the point? At least somebody gets it.
All right then. Luis is the only one left.
Excuse me?
Hey, are you the one in this drawing? I knew it. You are. You're famous then. You know how crazy the world is right now? Mr. Famous Person, from where's it to what's it? Everything's gone weird. Really, even just flying around out here makes me feel gross and sick, but this place feels better. So, Mr. Famous, can you do something about this awful sky? Yep, I've decided I'm gonna leave this problem to you people folk, but I think I'll stay put for a while I watch over you from here, okay? Okie dokie.
Let's move.
We've cleared everyone out. Let's hurry inside. Let's go.
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece. Since you left, Luis's following has only grown.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining. I only hope you can believe us.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff.
I know, it's a lot to take
But
in.
under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right? Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If this goes on?
But you're still you, yes?
Yeah.
You came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
Getting a phone call again. I'm still gonna be here, guys. I am muting the mic.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head-on?
Even so, the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. And not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky. You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
Trap or not, we have no other choice.
Then it's settled. Head to the Royal Palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the real prince is back after all the strife he's been through.
Indeed. If you can make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's been terribly patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Right.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
We're counting on you, O King.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow we make for the castle.
What to pick?
Oh, hell.
Oh, it's Mister.
Okie dokie, we're back. Sorry. Okay, yeah, let's go get some rest, and then we'll go to the castle tomorrow, I guess.
Hold there.
Friends we may be, yet I would hope to seek your permission before entering one's private quarters. Yeah, no, I was just trying to talk to you. And so His Highness returns to the royal capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd have liked to welcome him back with a grand feast. Ah, well, the day shall come when the people too celebrate you in a grand fashion. My spirit is ever ready to ensure that day comes. What's up with our archetype here now? What are we? A prince? What did we have inherited on here? Dekaja Medi. Where's that shit? Remove all buffs on all enemies. Remove all buffs on all allies. See, we should try to fucking smash that out. We use the same... Okay, we can increase our weapon. Okay, I see what's going on here. Let's put a... Yeah, like a medi. Defense, I guess. We'll just fucking buff. Okay, I like being... What is the prince weak to? Nothing. Yeah, okay, I like that. Can everybody else? No, no one else can play as that. Oh shit, see, I wish I would have known.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
I wish I would have known that we had that.
Honestly.
First you were Luis's subordinate, then a false prince, and now you have awakened as his true highness. None have walked so strange a path as you, and after all this you still mean to be king.
Come on.
Some turnaround, eh? Last time we were here, people were falling over themselves to welcome you. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Damn it, people. Even if Wolfgang turned into a monster, Luis is the one making him. That's a fair bit scary if you ask me. I agree. Let's rest, and then hopefully the big day is today.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
No way. Is there actually... Are we gonna have 31 days to just dick around here?
To all the people who dwell in this land,
This voice?
soon naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle, but I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the palace walls. Good thing we've got a Skyrunner. Or it'd already be over for us.
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all this time.
However disturbing the world looks now, 'tis only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
True enough. That's what got Ardella and I dreaming to begin with. Figured a world where the poor and weak get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Maybe... hope.
A little broad, don't you think? I don't really know what everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team. Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
Thank you.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps it is a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now. This is surely the essence of true magic.
Best of luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
If Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in the royal palace has to be stopped as soon as possible, and it's up to us to do it.
Thank you. Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left, so it's up to you how we spend them. When we set off, let's do it with no regrets.
Well, how many days do we have? Well, fuck, dude.
So Luis is hiding the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. That's...
Okay, skybound avatar, royal palace of unparalleled splendor. Alas, Luis has made some drastic changes to it.
Let's see.
Let's put an end to this.
One second, I'm sorry, guys. One second. Damn, so we have 30 days. Head to the royal palace in the sky to save the world from being driven into madness by Luis. This man with his ruinous aspirations for the future must not succeed the throne. Oh shit, dude, what the Got 30-day mission, but the deadline has begun to challenge the airborne palace part for the round table and the gauntlet runner. Due to Magla disturbances throughout the kingdom, the entire country is experiencing dread weather. If that wasn't bad enough, be cautious of an inclement weather called blight. The abilities of your followers and their support will be indispensable when it comes to surpassing Luis and being crowned the new king. Use this time to ensure you will have no regrets when you depart. Prevent Luis's destructive vision and rescue the kingdom's future before the day of hero arrives.
So?
You need to be absolutely sure that you're ready for anything before we head in. That place has definitely changed from the last time you were there.
Smash it all to bits.
What now?
Well, the only thing that we have left to do is a couple of quests.
What now?
We have a couple seeds that I can't really make anything. I guess what we could do is we could just increase everybody's relationships. I think that's really the only thing that we can. That's a really good reward too. I just don't know where this relic is. Look for clues on the. Oh, let's check. Let's check his.
Where to? Go.
Let's check his pillar. Let's see what's on here. Holy shiz. Code seems to have been deciphered even further. Even after many years of research about one relic has eluded me, perhaps someone already found it and claimed it. Even the old man's scoopered on this one. Hey, well, no point in willy-nilly searches, I suppose. Turns out the relic was in Nurse's house all along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, where's the last one, though? Volcano. Volcano north of Altabury.
Where to? All right then. Where to? All right then. Let's go.
Let's go to the strategy room. Let's just check out. Let's look for this volcano. Did we?
All right then.
I could have sworn we were there already.
Preparations are complete.
Because it would be, I suppose it would be an official volcano above Altabury.
Let's see.
It appears to be a labyrinth.
What a view! And right there's a labyrinth. That was incredible!
Huh.
What should we do?
Oh, there.
That's...
Royal Academy, no. Where's...
We'll face danger here.
Another time.
Let me just read this one more time. What did this say? Second Montario, inexpensive standard practice for keeping something hidden in the volcano north of Altabury certainly fits the bill. First Arctic woods, now flaming volcano, one hard to reach force of nature after another, hope it don't melt. For in the area north of Altabury, it says.
Let's go!
All right then.
So, what should we do?
Now then.
Volcano north of Altabury. Is it over here, maybe?
Let's see.
Danger.
Let's see.
This is the place.
But which one?
Corridors.
Just a moment.
Altabury Heights, a volcano north of Altabury. I mean, I don't see it anywhere.
What a view!
It appears to be a labyrinth.
Huh.
Let's see.
See, I'm sorry, I'd still like to wait a bit before we go. What does that mean?
Just a moment.
It's your call. It's your...
Where is this fucking...
What a view!
Volcano north of Altabury. I mean, I don't fucking know where that shit is. Like maybe Oh, I see that lowland autumn leaves, the snow ridges, the contrast of colors. No, that's not where it would be.
That was incredible.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Well, we're gonna try to do that then. I think I am gonna get off though, guys. I am getting pretty sleepy. I thought we were gonna be finishing the game today, so now I see we have a fucking whole month left. Completely mistaken. And yeah, I do have to be up early tomorrow. I was willing to stay up a little bit if we were gonna beat this game, but I think we still have a little bit left going on in here. So I'm gonna save up, guys. Yeah, we still have a little bit of work in front of us to do. We're gonna try to figure out how to figure out where this fucking volcano is. Let me just real quick before we get off, I just want to read this one more time. Volcano north of Altaberry. I'm reading that right? Shit, no, wrong one. Second Montario entry. Using an inhospitable, inaccessible environment is standard practice for keeping something hidden. The volcano north of Altaberry certainly fits the bill. I don't see any volcano north of Altaberry. First Arctic woods, now a flaming volcano. One hard to reach force of nature after another. Hope we don't melt. A volcano north of Altaberry, forever in the area. We should try searching for a relic.
Alright then.
There's no... There's no volcano. There's more quests to be gotten too. Holy shies, there's more quests.
Where to?
Okay, there's quests in Altaberry. What about... There's quests. There's more side quests too. Yeah, we gotta pick this up again on a different day because I'm too sleepy now. I thought we were gonna be finishing. But yeah, guys, thank you for dropping by. I think I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Most likely, we're probably gonna do the same thing. I think we will. I think we're going to. I think we're gonna push really hard. So we got 30 days. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure out what's going on tomorrow. But I think I'm gonna see you guys, and then hopefully I will be able to see you guys on Wednesday for that Gran Turismo race. But anyways, thank you again for dropping by, Pedro. Thank you for chatting, and I'm glad I saw your chat today. And I hope you have a good week, start of your week. I hope everybody has a good start of their week. Hope everybody has a great Monday tomorrow. And yeah, I will catch you then. Until next time, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy our new hair. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Until then, take it easy. Stoosman out.